Hello and welcome back to Talkie English. Well, have you ever thought, oh my goodness, English speakers speak so fast. How will I ever be able to speak like that? Well, today I'm going to share with you 3 important tips that native speakers use when they speak quickly. So let's get started with the first tip. My first tip today for speaking smart English is to use contractions. What are contractions? Well, they when you put 2 words together. For example, I'd like to go is I would like to go. He's busy. He is busy. What are you doing? What are you doing? Do you see how we can speak quicker? I'd like to go. I would like to go. Great. Let's go on to the second tip. My second tip is to reduce these 4 common verbs: gonna, wanna, gotta, and have to. For example, I'm gonna study English means I'm going to study English. The word to simply becomes I'm gonna study English. Or you might say, I wanna study English. Here we're changing want to wanna. Again, the word to changes to I wanna study English. Or maybe you would say, I gotta study English. Here we have a longer verb. I have got to study English becomes I gotta study English. And you might say, I have to study English. Here, again, have to changes to I have to study English. Now can you say this with me? I'm gonna study English. I wanna study English. I gotta study English. And I have to study English. Beautiful sentences, and it's so fast, right? The third tip for speaking fast English is to reduce the word you when you're asking a question. The first question was is what? How can we reduce the question, what are you doing? Well, we could reduce this to say, what you're doing. What you're doing. It sounds like a CH sound here. Well, actually, we've cut out completely the word R, and the word you just becomes ja. You might notice this too, extra tip that the end of the word doing, that G, also gets cut out. What you're doing. What you're doing. So I add that word with an N, what you're doing. What you're doing. Now let's talk about the second W8 question. Where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going? Do you notice the same thing happening here with that H at the end? It ends with an N. What is happening with the word you? We just change it to yeah. And again, we cut out R. Where are you going? Where you going? Where you going? The third question word is would. For example, would you help me? Would you help me? If you want to say it fast, you could say, would you help me? Would you help me? Instead of a sound like what you're doing, here we're gonna say, yeah. Would you help me? Would you help me? Would you help me, please? Okay, so both of 3 tips that might help you speak English faster, and hope it's helpful for you. Goodbye and see you next time.